Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem. Last time we did Chapter 1. Oh fuck, that's loud. Let me turn my audio down so I'm not shouting into the microphone. Last time we did Chapter 1 and I did something stupid. I forgot to save my state in between recordings, save my game, so I went back and I had to play Chapter 1 again. A small altar lies on the outskirts of Bulgar. This ancient temple, sacred to the people of Saka, has long been known for its powerful bond to the world of spirits. Before starting their journey, our travelers come here to pray for their well-being. Excuse me, man, I just gotta, burp or something. At this altar, Lin's hand is directed to a grand inheritance. Jeez, that's real professional, just burping it in the middle of trying to do the intro epic stage epicness thing. I don't know. I used the word epic way too much in that sentence. So yeah, I'm gonna have to explain a couple things that are different now that I had to replay the chapter and everything was random and whatnot. Edward, hold on a moment and allow me a short detour. There's a sacred sword enshrined in an altar east of here. The people of Saka go there to pray for safety at the onset of a long journey. Oh, how quaint! The teachings of Elamine have the most followers in Alive. It's nice to see that here at least the ancient customs are still observed. What do you know of it? Oh, we got bad guys. Uh-oh. Old man, stay where you are and hold your tongue. Threaten me as you will, but I'll not give up the Mani Katti. The Mani Katti is a sacred pasta under divine protection. It cannot be removed from its place of rest. You're a fool, old man. What good's a pasta if you don't eat it? Use it in combat. Sacrilege. Sacrilege? I am glass. The gods fear my name. My swordplay is peerless. I'm a level 2 mercenary. There's absolutely no way that somebody can beat me up. And if I want this sword, then the sword I shall have. Now get out of my way. Oof. Somebody's gonna punch a bitch. Jeez. This is it. It's more magnificent than I'd imagined. This sword was made for a swordsman of my skill. What's this? I can't draw the sword from its scabbard. The spirits of the blade have judged you. You have been found wanting, and they have rejected you. What? Listen, you senile old fool. If you value your own life, you'll get out of my sight, or else I'll punch you in the face. Shove you in the back. Yeah. Curses, miserable spirits. I care nothing for you. I'll tear this altar down stone by stone. Yeah, that'll make the spirits you've pissed off happy, I'm sure. I beg your pardon, my lady. Are you headed east, to the altar? Yes, we are indeed. Then you must hurry and help the priest there. I saw a band of local ruffians heading there not long ago. They seemed intent on stealing the altar's sacred pasta. The Mani Katti? They're going to steal it? I cannot allow this to happen. You look like a virtuous group. Please help him. Lindis, what are you planning? If you hope to go to the priest's aid, you'll need to prepare. You're right. Say, Edward, there are some homes to the south of us. Perhaps we should go there and question the residents. I am most certainly not going to go there and question the residents. Basically, what you can do is you go on top of a house and it says visit. And if you do that, you'll use your character's turn, but you'll get a piece of information, I'm making big air quotes with my hands right now, relevant to the chapter. And basically what they'll do is they'll tell you that you can knock down this wall. It has 30 HP and 0 defense, so you just gotta hit it like a couple times and it'll go away. This chapter also introduces forts, which if you end your turn on a fort, then at the start of your next turn your characters will get a little bit of HP, which is cool. So anyway, now I need to kind of explain what happened in the last chapter, because I did things a bit differently. Kent is still level 1 because he didn't get a lot of experience. As you can see, Sain actually has his iron sword now, and Sain is level 2. And instead of getting the level up that he got last time, which I believe was HP, strength, and luck, he got a point of speed instead, which is actually very helpful, so I guess things ended up being a little bit better. Lyn is also much closer to leveling up than she was. Anyway, I want to keep Kent out of this bandit's, well, I guess Kent can't even get into this bandit's reach if he goes down here. But I'll have, Sain sit on the forest, equip the sword. I usually end up using Sain a bit more than Kent, even though they're both good. Personally, Sain will end up getting much more strength than Kent. Sain has really good strength. Kent, on the other hand, gets a lot more skill, so he's a bit more accurate, bit more useful. I guess you could say Kent is a bit more well-rounded than Sain is. But for me, I think Sain fits my playstyle a little bit better. They're definitely very evenly balanced. So, as you can see, Kent has 70 hit with a lance and weapon triangle disadvantage, which is a bit better. And I'll use Sain to knock down this wall, just because he has more strength, so he can do it in two rounds. 2-round victory. Now, something else that I should explain is that you don't actually need to kill all of the enemies when your objective is to seize the throne. But you want to kill as many enemies as possible, because obviously you get experience from that. So getting experience is a good thing. How do I want to do this? I think I am going to have Lyn trade. Okay, so here's another thing that you can do. If a unit is grayed out and it's been their turn, you can actually change what item they have equipped if you trade with them and then go from the second item slot to their first. So now Sain has equipped his sword. It's a nice little trick that's helpful to use, and Kent will just stick on a forest, so he'll be safe from the onslaught in that direction, and Lyn can take care of the bandits pretty much no problem. But Lyn is going to get the Mani Katti at the end of this chapter, which is incredibly useful, because it's a sword that gives her a shit ton of critical, and it's a light weapon, and there's so much more about this game that I have to explain. Like how I haven't even explained like how damage is calculated stuff, so it's like, geez, what am I gonna do? Okay. Oh, I think I figured out what I'm gonna do about this chapter. My strategy. This guy I think I'm probably not gonna kill, just because I am doing this as like not a ranked run, but I want to say a semi-ranked run. I'm gonna give Kent the sword back and have him equip it, and then I'm gonna stick him back on the forest. And hopefully they'll attack, or at least one of the bandits will attack Kent instead of Lyn. And then I'll use Sain and his lance to take care of the boss, which is Glass. And as you can see here, he only does 3 damage because he's weak. Who do you think you are? What chance do you think you have against me? Yeah. Well, I have weapon triangle advantage, bitch. But as you can see, I only have 75 hit against him, and that's because he's on a throne. And thrones give you some defense and some avoid against attacks, so that's helpful. As long as I hit him this time, he'll be good as dead, though. See? Good as dead. Yeah, he dead. And Sain gets a crap ton of experience for that, which is always good to have. Okay, Sain is definitely getting some not bad level ups here. He's getting all of the important stats, really. Skill and luck aren't honestly that important. Oh, actually, I guess Lyn will be fighting both of the bandits here. But Kent will kill one of them, and hopefully Kent will get a level up here. Because I don't want Kent to fall behind, even though he might... Woo, boy! That was close. Jeez. Man, LPing this game feels a lot different from LPing anything else, because it's just like actually sitting around doing nothing and talking. What turn is it? Basically, one of the things that determines how well you do in a ranked run of this game is how many turns it takes you to clear each chapter. But I think I'm gonna leave the guy in the bottom alone and just end it with 5 turns. Oh, Kent, that's pretty good for Kent too, because he only has 40% strength. So strength and defense is always good. Basically, the most important stats are strength, speed, and defense. Resistance is just magic defense, and pretty much anybody who's not a magic user or a Pegasus Knight is gonna have really shitty resistance. Luck is really only a problem if you don't have a lot of it, and very few characters don't have a lot of luck. Like, I think Kent is one of the... His luck is pretty bad, not gonna lie, but it's still not that big of a deal. What luck will do is for every point of luck you have, it will give you 1 percentage point of hit and 1 percentage point of evade. And luck will also reduce your enemy's chances of getting a critical hit. So if your enemy would have like a 5% crit chance, and you had 2 luck, that means that their critical chance against you in combat would only be 3%. Yeah, I am taking time to explain this now, because otherwise we're going to have another really short episode here. Strength is basically part of what determines damage, so each weapons have stats too. And as you see there, there's this thing called Might, which is MT in the bottom left corner. That is, so the Iron Sword has 5 Might, and to determine your attack, which is down here, the attack is your weapon's Might plus your Strength. So that's how that is determined. And then the damage that you do to the enemy is your attack minus their defense. Skill is what determines hit, also in tandem with the weapon. So the Iron Sword has 95 hit. And then what you do is you take skill and you double the skill stat and then add it to your hit to determine your like hit amount. And then that is your enemy's avoid is subtracted from that to determine your percent chance of hitting them. And then you factor in like weapon triangle bonuses and stuff like that. This is probably not making a lot of sense, but as you can see, well, if you know me, you know that I'm a math nerd and an economics nerd, and this game actually gave me an early love of stats and whatnot, just in terms of the probability and also like how everything is calculated and whatnot. Speed is absolutely like the most important stat in the game, because as you can see, like Lyn will attack enemies twice all of the time because she's so fast. The reason she does that is because she has such high speed. But what speed is mostly used for is actually determining attack speed. And what attack speed is that each weapon has a weight as well. In the upper right corner, you can see the Iron Sword has 5 weight, which is what this stat is used for, Constitution. And what Constitution does, like, you can't really increase it. You get, like, maybe 1 point when you change classes. But what it'll do is that some weapons will just, like, be too heavy for characters to use effectively, and it'll make them slower. So, like, if Lyn were to equip a Steel Sword, which has a weight of 10, I'm pretty sure it has a weight of 10, then she'd actually lose 5 attack speed, which is subtracted from her regular speed. Like, the difference would be subtracted from her speed. This explanation is probably not making any sense. But anyway, so she would lose those 5 points from her speed, and then her speed would go down from 11 to 6, basically. Now, if your attack speed is 4 points higher than your enemies, you get to attack them twice in 1 turn, which, like, doubles the amount of damage you do. It's absolutely critical to, like, playing the game well. Anyway, that's, I guess, part 1 of explanations over, so we're just gonna end the chapter here. That guy in the bottom right can go away. Ah, your clothing. Are you of the Lorca tribe? I'm Lyn, the chieftain's daughter. Are you hurt, sir? Thanks to you, I am unscathed. You have my gratitude. And the sword, is it safe? Yes, I have sealed the sword safely away. Until I remove my spell, the sword cannot be drawn. Now, as a token of my gratitude, I shall allow you to lay hands upon the Mani Katti. Touch this pasta-ness, pray for us. Jeez, the joke about the Mani Katti being pasta is just not that funny, really. Oh, thank you so much. Wait, what? Glowy light, huh? What? What? What's going on? The sword, it's glowing. It's the power of the spirits. Lyn, they have looked into your soul and they call out to you. What does that mean? You are its rightful owner. You are to wield the Mani Katti. No, I can't. I couldn't. It's the sword's wish. If you require proof, draw it from its sheath. Glowy sword. It came out effortlessly. Isn't that the case with most swords and their scabbards? I never dared to hope that I might meet the wielder of the Mani Katti in my life. I am indeed fortunate to see the sword reach your hands. My sword? Yeah, it's hers now. She is the rightful owner. It's time for you to go, Lyn. You'll face a great many ordeals. Grab the sword and meet your destiny head-on. Yes, sir. And you get the Mani Katti, which is really, really good. It makes Lyn not terrible. Actually, Lyn's not terrible. All the lords in this game aren't really terrible, So this is the Mani Katti, a blade with no equal. This is also unbelievable. Perhaps the most famous sword in all of Saka, in my hand. It's not so strange. In fact, many legends tell similar tales. Special blades all over the land call out to their proper owners. And yet, when I saw you draw that blade, Lindis, I felt something extraordinary. That sword was waiting for you. You were meant to draw it. Stop it! I mean, I'm nothing special. Think of it this way. Some weapons feel more comfortable in your hand, right? Well, the Mani Katti itself feels very comfortable with you. Does this make it any easier for you to accept? It doesn't appear that either of us can use it. It does feel right in my hand, the blade that only I can wield. That seems reasonable enough. I can understand that. Look at it, Edward. This is the Mani Katti. This is my sword. I must care for it well. And that's the end of Chapter 2. Oh, it's not the end of Chapter 2. We're getting to Castle Caelin here. Something is happening. in a land far away. He looks like a good guy. He's probably the good guy, right? What? Madeline's daughter is still alive? Yes, Lord Lundgren. The girl is traveling with Kent and Sain. What are your orders, if we let them be? Bah! I've heard that Northern Burn is full of bandits. She's just a girl. She'll not survive her journey here. Sorry for the burps, jeez. I'm more concerned with my older brother. His life must be ended quickly. The poison. There must be no blunders. Yes, my lord. He suspects nothing and continues to drink it. The Marquess's death, due no doubt to sudden illness, is not far off. Hehehe. Soon Caelin will be mine. Yeah, he's not a good guy. So anyway, sorry for the really long ramble about, like, stats and what they do in this game, but it's kind of important to know. I don't know, I probably could have done it better, maybe spread it out. I'll probably talk more about this stuff later. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.